Hey guys, just a quick video on Carlin's little Air Chief Rapid Repeater. Pretty cool little model. Gun said he'd call it the Rapid Repeater. There's been a few different models which are all very similar. This one's is called a CR600, made by Snow Peak Air in China. Dying to call it the Storm Chaser. There's a few different names for it, but they're all pretty much the same. There's also a PCP version which obviously just fills the tube with air rather than CO2. A couple of cool little features. It's just going to be a quick video. There's a little window here. You can see the front face of the valve inside there. See if I can get it closer. That's quite handy to show you whether you've got a CO2 bulb in there or not. Sometimes I find I forget whether I've left it charged or not. You can fit 3 CO2 bulbs in the tube here. It does come with a little plastic piece that you can use in place of the CO2 tubes. Only one of the CO2 tubes up at the valve end is actually pierced. The rest of them aren't. The valve works quite similar to how a Crossman 2250 works, but the valve stem doesn't actually pierce the canister. There's a small washer with a sharp edge on the front that does. Now, it comes with both the single shot tray here, which slides in there. There's a small magnet, I don't know if you can see it, just in there. Small magnet in there and a small magnet on the back of the single shot tray. So it just slides in and then it's held in place by the magnet, which is quite cool. It does come with I think it's a 9-shot magazine as well. Now the trigger is a single stage. It does have a little bit of play there first, and then it breaks quite crisply. I have polished and tuned this one up a little bit, so it's a little bit smoother. I have also increased the valve volume and the transfer port size to 4mm. That's increased the power from about 9 foot-pounds up to about 15 and a half. This is the .22 version, by the way. The woodwork's quite nice for what is a pretty cheap rifle. It's got checkering here and checkering on the grip. It's not particularly crisp checkering, but it's checkering. It's quite nice. It's quite lightweight. At the front here we do have a threaded muzzle. It's not a 1/2 inch by 20 thread, so you can't just put any other silencers on it. I'm not a big fan of the looks of it, but it is quite quiet. It does work quite well. It's got a sort of an ugly open side on the front there as well. If we have a look inside the silencer, it does actually have quite nice baffles. So it is quite well made. There's a little spacer and then a number of these small alloy baffle caps. Works quite well, you can see them all in there. It does work well. You could quite easily add a hair curler and some felt or something inside there to make it a little bit more efficient, probably a little bit quieter, like most custom air suppressors. Yeah, overall quite a nice, lightweight, tidy little package. It shoots well, it's modified up quite nicely, it's fairly quiet out of the box, it's fairly cheap, but yeah, it seems to be working well. Carlin did say that it's quite accurate. I haven't had a chance to do any grouping tests on it, but he says it's accurate, so it shouldn't be any less accurate now that it's a bit more powerful. Pretty good value for money. I like it.